When I bought my IKEA kitchen, I have decided to install a granite composite sink, which I have found and purchased online. The sink came with a matching faucet and also the drain kit. One important note: I'm not a plumber, and I'm doing this for the first time in my life. But as it always turns out, it is not nuclear science, and you can easily do it on your own without the need to pay much for someone to come over and install it for you. If you're installing a new kitchen like me, you would need to cut the opening in the countertop where we are going to mount the sink. Each sink is of different shape, and some even come with a template for cutting the countertop. And this helps a lot. For this, you will need a jigsaw, since cutting it manually will be a lot of effort. Also, you should drill at least one hole through which the jigsaw blade is inserted to start cutting the countertop. With silicone adhesive, you should secure your sink to the countertop. Next step is to secure the faucet in place. To do so, you first need to connect the water supply. One line is obviously for the hot, while the other is for the cold water. Then you need the faucet shank. To keep the faucet in place and not leaking, I would need a metal and a rubber washer. One more set of these washers will hold the faucet in place from below the countertop. And all of that will be held together with a plastic mounting nut. So, just to illustrate what I was talking about, the faucet should be set up like this. And we have successfully installed our faucet, which already looks nice. The drain was a lot of fun to install, since for me it came without instructions. We start by assembling the strainer all the way to the drain pipe. So we need to put together a tailpiece, U-bend, the trap arm, and all the nuts and rubber washers in place. Warning: I'm just doing it all now without using the Teflon tape and sealing the connections. It is just to see how it should look once assembled. Last thing to do is to connect the sink's overflow. Once you're satisfied with how the drain looks, disassemble it and wrap all threads with Teflon tape to make sure there is no leak in the future. Now we need to seal the strainer and make sure that there will be no leaks afterwards. We are using plumber's putty for this. Apply it generously on all sides of the opening. Put the strainer back in and tighten the screw. You will notice the putty coming out on all sides. Remove the excess putty, and that's it. As you can notice, my drain kit is too short and cannot reach the drain tee. So a quick solution for me is to use this flexible drain extension. One other piece of advice: if using this extension, make sure to secure it all to the cabinet or to the wall with the pipe clamp. If you don't do this, the whole thing could start leaking because it is not firmly connected to the wall. The water supply lines were also too short, so I had to buy the extension lines in order to connect the water. It is quite straightforward. You need to attach the extension line again by using the Teflon tape for preventing any leakage. So that's it. A lot of figuring out and a lot of work, but in the end, it is not so difficult, and there is no reason for you not to try something similar. Just for not paying someone to install my kitchen and the sink, I have saved at least 1,200 euros, over $1,300 because this was the best offer I have received. So do it on your own. It is not so difficult. Trust me, you will not regret it.